Hi guys, I'm here with the Ultimate Racing League and others sponsored by Pop-Up & Co, and this is the Saturday Multi-Class Championship and we are here for round 2. Now round 1 with the League 1 guys was absolutely fantastic, with racing from the start to finish between the two categories. So now obviously it's multi-class, so we have GR2s and the GR4s racing on the track at the same time. The one main rule is the GR4s have to stay on the racing line and the GR2s have to make their way around the GR4s safely. So they've got to basically get around them safely. The GR4s just stay where they are, don't move a muscle. Anyway, so getting on to the track wise, so it's obviously we are here at Daytona Road Course. This is going to be about they're going to be doing probably about the GR2s will be doing 1 minute 35s, if not quicker. Hopefully quicker than 1:35, because I'm in League 2 and I'm slower than all these guys, and my fastest was a 1:35 5 or something like that. So they should be a lot quicker than that, I would think, but we'll wait and see. But anyway, so they went out, did their 20-minute quali. So it is obviously I don't know if they did it that way, but yeah, it was 3-minute quali, but I'm going to be telling them to change it a little bit because there's low numbers. It'll just probably be just 15 minutes and then it'll go out, because you don't we found in League 1 that you don't catch the guys in the GR4s until at least the 4th lap. So, but anyway, so they went out, did their quali. Itsumi Dan got a pole for the GR2s, Panic in 2nd, with Dergview in 3rd, Bitsy in 4th. I think that is the last of the GR2s. And yeah, Silly's in the GR2 as well. So yeah, Silly there in GR2 as well in 5th. And then you got Hoggy there in 6th, so he's the first of the GR4s. DJ there in 7th. Matty there in 8th. Unforgiven there in 9th. And Nando there in 10th. So it looks like there's more. Yeah, it definitely looks like there's more. No, there's about the same. There's 5. Looks like there's about 5 GR4s, 5s. So I think there's about half and half, I think. But anyway, so they do have to use all 3 sets of tyres. But anyway, let's stop all this chatting and let's get on with the racing, shall we? Let's start, and away we go! And now all off. Itsumi Dan got off to a good start. Panic didn't get off to the best of starts here. Doug managed to get past there, so it's a good start for him. As the GR4s all get through the... Oh! There's a little bumpy by Fitzy there on Silly. But it happens, but Fitzy did wait to let Silly go. Obviously now they have dropped off a little bit from the top 4. But Itsumi Dan still leads this race with Doug there in 2nd. Obviously Panic's there in 3rd, which is obviously Silly 4th, 55th. So let's have a quick look to see what the guys are on tyre wise. So Itsumi Dan has started on the softs, Dergview started on the softs, Panic has started on the hards, Silly started on the softs, and Fitzy started on the mediums. Okay, so There's only the two of them who haven't started on the hards. Well, one started on the hards, one started on the mediums, the rest started on the softs. So it's sort of a rad mix. So anyway, there's Hoggy leading it for the GR4s currently. He's on the softs with DJ there on the hards. Unforgiven there on the mediums, he's in 8th. Nando there in 9th on the mediums. And Matty there in 10th, he's also on the hards. And look at these two, Unforgiven and Nando, both naughty boys. Unforgiven picked up a second penalty, Nando's picked up a half a second penalty. First penalties of the race. But Nando will have the advantage there because he's got less of a penalty. Unforgiven's now going to drop down to the back of the field. Does look like the Hoggy is starting to get away from the DJ, but then the Hoggy is on the softs and the DJ is on the hards, so naturally Hoggy will get away eventually. Who is this making? Looks like there's someone making a move here. Nando is making a move on Matty by the looks of it, or Matty's making a move on Nando, whatever it is. Well, yeah, Matty's up to 8th now, with Nando down to 9th. Anyway, let's go back up to the front. So it's Sumi Dan. He is starting to run away with this. He's already dropped Dirk a little bit. They're both on the soft tyres, and Dirk's got a half a second penalty to serve now as well. And there you go. Sumi Dan has set a time of a 1:35.3. And this silly shot, he's been chased. Oh, he's got past Panic. Panic's dropped down to 4th now. Silly goes out a little bit wide there, but it doesn't affect him that much. But Panic has Fitzy all over his rear bumper, looking for a way around. Fitzy is on the better tyres at the moment. Fitzy's on the medium tyres, and Panic's on the hard. So these Fitzy and Panic are the only two who have opted not to go on the softs. But Fitzy just had a bit more grip coming out, better grip coming out that corner. That's allowed Fitzy to get past. Silly shot in his GT. Is that the GTR? Or is that a Lexus? I think that is the Lexus, I think. Yeah. Silly's in the Lexus by the looks of it. So we've got so Dan is in the GTR. Dirk's in the Honda. Well, yeah, the Honda NSX. Looks like Silly is in the Lexus. Panic's in the GTR, and so is Fitzy in the GTR. Now, the one thing I found with these GTRs, they are a pain to hold off in the straights. They just seem to be so much quicker in the straights than everything else. But then the slipstream, especially on this track, is terribly bad, so they have to be on top of their games when racing each other, because one slip up can result in a crash. As you can see, Fitzy is all over Panic's rear bumper. They are side by side here now. Fitzy has got past. So Hoggy there in first place for the GR4s. He has dropped So there's Matty there, he's just got past the DJ on his hard tyres, with the DJ on the hard tyres as well, but Hoggy has given himself a decent gap to Matty and DJ now. They're going to have to do everything they can to close that gap, and it's still not going to close. It still probably won't close because Hoggy's on the soft tyres and they're on the hard tyres. Unforgiven there. He's in 9th position. He's trying to chase down the DJ. He's trying to chase down the green bogey. In 9th place with Nando there in 10th place. He's trying to catch the Unforgiven. So Panic is the first person to jump, to change his tyres. He was on the hard, so what's he going to change to now? So he is jumping now onto the soft tyres. Let's run on board with Silly Shot as he comes towards the chicane. Oh, there's a yellow flag, yellow flag, yellow flag. Something's happened here. Oh, looks like Nando had enough. No, looks like it's Unforgiven. Unforgiven has had it off. So as Unforgiven comes into the chicane. Oh, a rare mistake there from Unforgiven. Gets that all wrong. Now he's going to have to try and get this car turned around and go in again. But now that's given Nando a massive lead over Unforgiven. Now Unforgiven's got work to do if he wants to catch Nando up. Looks like DJ's making a move on Matty here. Well, he's trying to. Oh, DJ runs very wide there. So that gives Matty the opportunity to keep that position. And let's go on board with the race leader. So he takes us, just come out of turn 4, I think it is, bringing us around this tight little bit. It's not too tight, but now full power. This is probably part of the fastest, this is one of the fastest parts of the track until we get to the chicane. As he powers his way down towards the chicane, takes a break, tries to get around this nice and easily, and he does. No penny whatsoever there for him. He is a little bit ahead of Dirk. Can't really see, well, you can just about to see Dirk in the distance. Now estimate these three who are on the softs to go on to to change their tyres about lap 10 or something like that, I think, or it might be a little bit longer than that. As he comes from turn 2. So Dirk is there in second. He is purple at the moment, with Silly Shot chasing him down in third. And there's Fitzy there. He's dropped off. He's on the medium. He's on the medium still, but he's dropped off a bit from Silly Shot. And then there's a paddy there. He's just been in the pit, so he's got up. It was on the hard, so he's gone on to the soft now. Hoggy is still leading for the GR4s, and he's in 6th. And then you got Matty there in 7th. With DJ there in 8th. He's dropped off a little bit, but he is still there. Nando there in 9th, and Unforgiven there in 10th. With DJ there in 8th place. It looks like he has got someone coming down to him now. And as he's got the Panic coming down towards him now. Getting past pretty easily there for him. But Panic is there. He does have work to do. He has pitted, but he doesn't have that much work to do because he will. One thing I found, I think he has to be very careful with his strategy, because in League 2, who was it? One of the drop. I think it was Blackstar. He went in the wrong time, and he had to refuel right at the end, so he lost a few positions when he could have potentially maybe won. So I think it's going to be very tight for Panic in this race, I think, because he's pitted so soon. But I may be wrong, because these are the fast. This is League 1, and these guys are faster than everyone in League 2, so their strategies might be better than the League 2 guys. So Dan Isumi still leads this race. He's got, I wouldn't say it's a healthy lead over Dirk, but he does have a good lead over Dirk. There's probably a couple of seconds. But Dirk has now taken the fastest lap, so he is pushing with a 35.180. So he is definitely pushing, gaining on Itsumi gradually. Anyway, we're only on lap 9. We've just gone past the 14th minute, so we're not even quarter of the way through the race yet. There isn't really any close race in League 1 at the moment. There's all relatively, separate. Hoggy is really running away at the moment. Doesn't look like there's anything Matty can do about Hoggy at the moment. Hoggy is just running for his life. I'm very happy about it, with Hoggy there in second for the GR4s. He isn't really, mind you, he is on the hard tyres, so that is why he isn't catching Hoggy. He's got Nando there now in third place for the GR4s. There's Unforgiven there. He's in fourth place for the GR4s. Fourth place for the GR4s and ninth place on the track. And DJ there is in fifth for the GR4s and last four on the track. But he has pitted. He is the first person to pit out the GR4s, so That may help him, or it may not. We'll have to wait and see. I'm trying to look to see. I'm trying to. Look for a place for. Like Itsumi is just making his way past. Looks like that was May who was just getting past. There's literally not really any close. Unfortunately, there isn't really at the moment. There is not really any close racing going on. Unlike obviously in League 2, there was lots of close racing, but in League 2, it seems like they're all relatively spread out. Dirk is definitely trying to close that gap on Itsumi. Whether we can is another question. Dirk does have the fastest lap at the moment, and he is actually running. He is actually running quicker than Dan at the moment. So he is closing that gap gradually. Well, he's trying to close that gap, but it's just very difficult because Dan's in, Itsumi's in the GTR, so it's very difficult to catch that car because it's quite quick. It's actually really quick in the straights. Like Silly is trying to close the gap onto Dirk. There's about the distance is about the same between. Yeah, I would say the distance between first, second, and third is about the same. But then there's Fitzy there as well. He's there on the mediums. He's not actually doing a bad job considering he's on the medium tyres. He is dropped off from the top three, but he is keeping them in sight. No panic there, just coming round turn one. He's still a bit of a way off, but Panic has pitted. He's the only one who has pitted at the moment. He still has this lead with the Matty there in 7th. And the Nando there in 8th. The Unforgiven there in 9th. The GL4s are just really spaced out at the moment. There is nowhere near any racing. So Fitzy is the next person to jump. Now, what tyre is he going to go onto? Is he going to go onto the hard tyres, or is he going to go onto the soft tyres? I know Panic is on the soft tyres now, so he's just going to have to run when he needs to. He's just going to have to run the mediums. This pit stop is a bit of a pain in the ass, about 35 seconds, and it seems like it takes forever to hit your pit box. Now he's in the pit box, now changing his tyres. Don't know what he's changing to at the moment, so Matty is the first GL4 guy to hit the pit. No, actually, no, he's not. DJ's hit the pit box already, so Matty is the second person to jump to get rid of those hard tyres. So Lando is now up to second place for the GR4s, with Unforgiven up to third. And DJ up to fourth. Matty's going to drop right down to the back now, unfortunately. So he has come out onto the softs, right behind DJ. So now they can have a little battle. So Itsumi and Silly have both decided it's time to pit. Dirk has carried on, so he'll probably pit the next lap. This is probably the closest battle now. Let's go on board with Matty as he chases DJ down towards the next corner. So now coming around this curved right-hander, curved left-hander. It's not really a turn though, because you're basically a fullback. Matty's trying to get in DJ's slipstream here, which he is, but now they're going to come up to the chicane. And Matty's right in DJ's slipstream now. He got out of the chicane better than DJ did. They are side by side. They've got blue flags going. But that is just Dirk now going into the pits. Hoggy's in the pits now as well. And so he's unforgiven. So Matty has got past DJ now. So DJ's dropped down behind him. So Nando has taken the lead for the GR4s currently. And Doug is just changing his tyres. Itsumi Dan is just about to retake the lead. Oh no, Doug is on his way out. Is he going to... He timed that one exactly right. Oh, he's done what me and Willard did in League 2. So me and Dirk were battling it. No, me and Willard were battling out. We both pitted for hard tyres. He low fueled to do a short stint. I filled up. He come out well ahead of me when we filled up. So Dirk's done basically the same thing as what Willard, these two, first and second, have done basically exactly the same thing as what me and Willard did in League 2. So Dirk may be in the lead now. Once they both go in the pits to get rid of their hard tyres, Itsumi, I can guarantee Itsumi will come back out in the lead, because Dirk's only filled up a little bit, whereas Itsumi has filled up more or less completely. So Itsumi will have to fill up. Itsumi won't have to fill up very much when he goes in the pits again to change to his next set, whereas Dirk will have to fill up a lot. So that'll be an interesting. So Fitzy there is now in the pits. It was on the medium tyres, I think. Yeah, I'm sure Fitzy was on the medium tyres, and now he's... Well, actually, no, he must have been on the hard tyres. But anyway, the top three are now all on the hard tyres, and Panic is there in fourth place. He is right behind Silly Shot now on his hard tyres, so Panic on his soft tyres will be making his way past fairly shortly, I would think. So Fitzy has now come out on the softs. I'm sure he started on the mediums, I think. But anyway, so now you got these. Well, there is a lot more bigger battle now than there was before. They're a lot closer together. Yeah. But yeah, now we have actually some battling. Now Panic's trying to chase down the silly shot, making their way around the GR4 guys. Alright, Silly goes one side, Panic goes the other side. It's exactly what I did when I was chasing Willard. Let's go on board. Let's go on board with Panic as he chases down the silly shot. Silly shot is right there. And also while these two are going for it. Ooh. Yeah, oh, he's right there, they just come up. Well, that was a great move there from Panic. Tried to give each other as much space as possible. And now Panic is upper position with Silly Shot there, right behind him. Looking at Panic's livery, this is a beautiful livery. I also want to give a big shout out to Panic for saving and sharing the replays. Silly Shot is still chasing him down. He's going to lose. He will lose grip on Panic now, probably due to obviously being on those hard tyres. I think I'll also throw a big shout out to Silly Shot because he is our points guy for all our leagues, puts all his time and effort to doing that. So where is the Fitzy? Fitzy's there. So he's actually dropped off quite a bit now. So Silly Shot is now going to be going into the pits here. Oh, Panic's going to be going in the pits now as well. And Dirk's going to, let's have a look now. So Dirk and Itsumi Dan are now both in the pits. So is Panic, so is Silly Shot. So I said Dan Itsumi will come back out in the lead once they pit. Let's just stay with as basically all the GR2s are in the pits other than Fitzy. Let's just see if I am right. So Dirk's in the pits now, in his pit box now. So is Itsumi, changing his tyres. Dirk is filling his fuel up, so is Itsumi. And away he goes. And yes, Itsumi does retake the lead, with Dirk coming back out behind him in second place. So like I thought, he did come back out in second place, and Itsumi did retake the lead. And there is a good little gap between the two of them, but they are both on medium tyres now. Fitzy there on soft tyres now. I don't think he needs to do another. I think he's used all his other tyres, I think. But either way, I don't think he will be able to get to the end. I think he will have to, at some point, do another pit, but it won't be till the end of the last couple of laps, probably. I may be wrong. My Panic there now is in fourth position. He's still ahead of the Silly Shot. And Panic didn't have to fill up as much as Silly Shot did, so that gave Panic the advantage there. Panic was already ahead anyway, but that actually gave him the advantage to definitely get back out in front of Silly Shot after the pits. And the Oggy there, still leading the way for the GR4s. He's got a decent lead over Matty there in 7th position. And then there's Unforgiven there in 8th, all on his own, with Nando there in 9th, all on his own as well. And then DJ there in 10th, all on his own as well. So at the moment, I would say there isn't really any other battles anywhere. The closest battle we have is between Panic and Silly Shot. Everyone else is very spaced apart. But Panic is gradually dropping Silly Shot though, unfortunately. Looking at their times, it's hard to tell what both. Well, Panic's fastest lap is a 1:35.2, but that was set on the 11th lap, and now they're on the 20th lap, and they've probably got about 10 more laps, maybe 11, because League 2 did, I think it was 31 laps. So, yeah, they've got about 10 more laps. I may be wrong, but I'm sure it was 30 laps League 2 did. But we are on the 34th minute. Itsumi leads the way still. He is dropping Dirk now, by the looks of it. Looking at their time, so Itsumi's just at a 36.8. Oh, Dirk's at a 36, so Dirk is still going a little bit quicker than Itsumi. I think the differences between the GTR and the NSX, I think the GTR is definitely faster in the straights, but he struggles around the loses speed around the corners, whereas the NSX, it's a good all-around car, does not particularly that quick, but it is good around the corners, so I think that's what's helping Dirk here close the gap gradually. And Itsumi has picked up a second penalty as well, so that's definitely going to help. Oh, Dirk's picked up a half-second penalty as well, so Dirk had a chance to close that gap on Itsumi, but now he's got to serve his penalty as well, so that's going to be null and void. But he has got a Fitzy chasing him down on those soft tyres, so now we do have some racing between the GR2 guys. Yeah, we have got some real close racing between Derg and Fitzy. So Derg is on the mediums, Fitzy's on the softs. And now Derg's going to have to do everything in his power to try and keep Fitzy behind him, which is he's going to do everything he can and still not be able to keep Fitzy behind him. I think Fitzy will, it's only a matter of time before Fitzy gets past him. If they come through the chicane, I think Derg doesn't pick up. Yep, no penalty this time. But Fitzy has definitely closed that gap on. Fitzy's definitely closed that gap on Derg now. Is Fitzy going to be able to go for a pass coming up to this next corner? He is right there now. This is at the moment. This is where the battle is between the Derview and the Fitzy, the man with a plan, the man who likes fizzy pop. Where is Panic? Is there, but he's on the medium tyres. Fitzy is still chasing Derg down. He's trying to do all he can. Look at that slipstream. Look at him go. And Fitzy's going. Whoa! He's trying to go for a move there, but he's backed off because you just look at that slipstream. How quickly, once he got in Derg's slipstream, he just flew. Is Fitzy going to get back? He is bringing that gap back in again. Yeah, this is definitely where the battle is at the moment between Derg and Fitzy. We're going to have to go see what else everyone else is doing. I can't, unfortunately, I'd love to just stay with these two. Oh, Derg goes very wide. That allows Fitzy to go up the inside as they now side by side. But Derg takes, I think Fitzy just eased off there to let Derg take the position. Now these two are back at it and they're coming towards the GR4 guys as well. Oh no, it's just me down there. Probably the worst, I think that's probably be the worst place to come up to the GR4 guys when you go through the chicane probably. And Simi there is in first. His pace has dropped off a little bit. He's having to go around the outside of the Oggy. Okay, so while this is going on and the battle between the Derg and the Fitzy is going on, Panic is gradually closing that gap onto the both of them, so this will surely become a three-way battle, I would assume. Okay, Silly Shot is there in 5th place. He's not too far away from Panic, but Panic is managing to keep ahead, and he is dropping Silly Shot gradually. Look at that time. Yeah, Panic is running quicker time, so he is gradually dropping Silly Shot, unfortunately. So the Yogi still leads it for the GR4 guys. May is doing whatever he can to close that gap onto Hoggy. And DJ there is all on his own there in 8th, with Unforgiven there in 9th. And Nando there in 10th place. So, moment the battle, look, the battle definitely is between the top. Whereas Panic's definitely still closing the gap on the two in front of him. But so this is definitely starting to become at the moment this is becoming a three-way battle for the lead, with Panic coming into the threshold soon. As we're at the 42nd minute, is Fitzy going to be able to get to the end with that fuel? He's got a quarter of a tank left. That's going to be a difficult one. Panic's, he probably will have enough fuel, but whether Fitzy will is another question. Oh, Fitzy's picked up, after all that chasing down a Derg, he's just picked up a second penalty, and now that's going to leave him off of Derg for a bit. Oh, Fitzy is going into the pits now to fill up. That's going to drop him down to... I'll drop him down to 5th now, unfortunately. That will put Silly up to 4th. But Derg now is basically right behind Itsumi now. So this is where the battle's going to be. Oh, Itsumi, looks like Itsumi is struggling a little bit in that car at the moment, on those tyres. Whereas, looks like Derg is reveling in it. We do just have over 5 minutes left of this race, with Itsumi still in the lead, but he's in for a challenge now with Derg. He seems to be definitely running slightly for well, no, Itsumi did get a faster lap there at the end of that lap, slightly slower then, but obviously now they're coming up to the end of this lap. So what's their lap time's going to be? 35.9 for Dan and a 36 for Derg. So Itsumi is running quicker now than Derg. A Panic there in 5th place. I mean 3rd place. Trying to chase down the top 2. Silly Shot there in 4th, and Fitzy Unfortunately, well back in 5th place. Unfortunately, his strategy hasn't worked out to the way he was hoping it to. Oh, look at this. Looks like Izumi messed up. Did he mess that corner up? He did. He messed it up, the corner up a little bit. That's allowed Doug to get right there into his slipstream and come side by side. Challenge Izumi for the first. Izumi down for the lead as they are side by side. Izumi is a little bit ahead because of the GTR's better speed, straight line speed. Oh, there he touched coming through there, but that's gonna happen because of the slipstream. The slipstream just sucks you in and there's nothing you can do about it. Izumi has dropped Doug now a little bit, not by much, but let's see, down to 37.4, and Doug's just at 37.4 as well. Only slightly slower than the Dan, but they are going. These two are both going for it. But I think now luck should be on their side, because they're not going to have anyone to lap for the time being. Panic's doing all he can to close that gap onto Dirk. Silly Shot is doing the same, but Silly Shot is all on his own at the moment, where Fitzy is really all on his own. Hoggy is still leading this race for the GR4s. May doesn't seem like he can do anything about Hoggy at the moment, unfortunately. Hoggy's just been in a race of his own today, a race of his own this round. And the GJ there in 8th place has been all on his own, but he does have a Nando chasing him down. And an Unforgiven, they're not too far behind him, but these two is the closest battle between the bottom two. So you can have a battle at the front and at the back. But there will only be one lap left for these guys. Where is Dan? He's dropped. Oh, Dan now. He's dropped Dirk now. They will have one more. Where they are? Yeah, they will have just one more lap to go. If Dirk wants that win, he's going to have to push all his might. But I think Doug has decided to back off a little bit now and just take that second position and just leave the win to Izumi now. With Doug there in second spot. Panic there, he's still trying to chase them down, but he's just not close enough as Izumi starts his final lap. These are all coming on to their final lap now. Now the question's going to be, so, oh, Hoggy's got very low fuel. Is he going to have to go in? Nope, he's not going to have to go in the pits. Nope, the time's clear, so he's been able to cross the line, so Hoggy has won it for the GR4s. So he finishes in first, but sixth on the track. Matty takes second, and second on the track. So take second and seventh on the track. DJ will take third and eighth on the track. Nando will take fourth and ninth on the track, and Unforgiven will take 10th and fifth on the track and 10th on the track. So it's Sumi Dan has played a blinder here. He's going to take victory round 2. So congratulations to him. Dirk comes across, finishes second. Panic takes third spot. Silly Shot will come across the line to finish in fourth place. And Fitzy will be kicking himself. His strategy did not work, unfortunately, for him today. So he finishes well back there in 5th place. Now that was a fantastic race by everyone. Next race you will see us going to Trial Mountain, but that will be for next week. So please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye for now.